Israel's Security Cabinet is discussing a possible long-term agreement with Hamas in the Gaza Strip. Negotiated through Egypt, the deal is reported to include additional relief for Gaza residents in return for a complete halt to rocket fire, as well as weekly violent demonstrations along the border fence. Negotiations over the potential agreement were reportedly started after last month's 2 days of intensive fighting between Israel and the Islamic Jihad in Gaza. Israel Beitenu party head Avigdor Lieberman has called for the formation of a special committee to discuss the possible arrangement. Now, it's not clear if this possible agreement will include bringing back the remains of 2 IDF soldiers, Hadar Goldin and Oren Shaul, that are still being held by Hamas in Gaza. Well, for more reaction to the story, we welcome to our studio Leah Goldin, the mother of Hadar Goldin. Leah, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you. Good evening.
Talk to us about this possible agreement between Israel and Hamas. What are you personally hoping to hear if this agreement actually happens?
First of all, it's not an agreement. The word Hadar is not an agreement. It's more like an arrangement, you know, and people are a bit mistaken here. For us, it's the salvation. It's bringing Hadar home, because this is what Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu promised us more than a year ago, Erev Yom Kippur. He said, no Hasdara without the return of the soldiers. And we met him just a month ago, and he just reiterated his promise, no Hasdara, no arrangements, or anything you want to choose to translate it, without the return of the soldiers and the 2 civilians that are captured in Gaza for almost 5.5 years. Now, this is the most humanitarian thing to do. This is according to the international humanitarian law. Only half a year ago, on June, there was a UN Security Council resolution 2474 saying wherever there is a conflict in the world, when agreements are initiated after the conflict, no matter what kind of agreements, the ones that are initiating those agreements are responsible to return the missing persons and the dead. Now, we are living in an area that we have in our region so many initiatives by the Americans, by the Europeans, by the donors, and all of these kind of initiatives include the millions and billions of dollars that are given to Gaza, building hospitals, establishing high tech, and you know, exporting fruit, and you know, whatever the people in Gaza never dreamed about. I would like to see Gaza like Singapore next to us, but this is where we have to stand on our own ground according to any moral value, to any Israeli law, and especially according to the international humanitarian law, and demand the return of our soldiers as a confidence-building step. This is the wording. So for us, this is the day where Hadar and Oron will be, the return of them will be the condition for like the gas pipeline to Gaza or any other huge project that is now initiated. And you know, this will be a green light to all other soldiers how to resolve the return of hostages, the Israeli hostages.
One cannot imagine what it has been like for you and your families waiting for confirmation about what is going to happen. Talk to us as a mother about this agonizing waiting for somebody, a leader, somebody to say to you, yes, we have made a plan. What is that like?
It's very frustrating because we feel very lonely. You know, all our leaders keep saying there is no way to return the soldier unless you release the sentenced terrorist, which the Hamas is wishing. But on the other hand, way, they say, no, there is no other way to do it. I mean, we will not connect the return of Hadar and Ron to all the commercial projects that are initiated. So this is our big frustration. I mean, I don't understand it. Just do it. I didn't send my son to Gaza. It's Bibi Netanyahu that sent my son in Gaza, and the Defense Minister Bennett was sitting at the cabinet, and actually all the political personas around us were leading this Operation Protective Edge, to which I sent two of my boys, the twin boys, Hadar and Tzur. And Tzur was actually commanding a rescue force, and he was called to rescue his brother. You know, but he didn't. By the time they realized they have those twins, they actually pulled Tzur back to our area and told him, "We will bring your brother." So, as Tzur said, August 1st was the time that I finished my war in Gaza, and I started our war as a family to bring my brother home. So, what is wrong about our leaders? Where is the Arvut Hadadit? How do you say in English Arvut Hadadit? Mutual responsibility, which is the basic stone of the Jewish people. What about bringing your son to Kever Israel, to decent burial? This is the basic stone of our being a Jew, and according to all religions. So I don't understand why I have to fight it as a family. I mean, it's wrong. It's not fair. And we need all Am Israel to stand up, and especially the Israelis now, especially now when we are before the third round of stupid election that only separate between people. This is bringing Hadar is the solution. It's the only thing that can unite us.
Do you have any sense of hope that if things work out differently from a political point of view, the deadlock that exists now is over, you might get more answers? Are you optimistic on any level about the future politically?
I would be more optimistic if I can hear people at least saying it and talking about it, because they work so hard to silence it, to silence the fact that we have 2 soldiers captured in Gaza and 2 civilians. This is wrong, and everyone should at least protest against it and demand the return of our soldiers, even if it's not realistic to do it now. But if you actually use all the infrastructure and all the law that stands behind us, you can do it. I mean, we can do it. It's doable.
Thank you so much. That's Leah Goldin. We so appreciate you speaking to us, and we wish you all the very best.
Thank you.